I plan on retiring in January.
Oh, no.
I know it's kind of a shock to some people. It was a little bit of a shock to myself, but I decided that I turned 65 and this last August, and that had always been my plan, and I decided I wanted to go out before everybody was wishing I would. So I purposely waited until at least January so that we can get through the budget process and I can get people lined up. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out just yet, but partly it's just time for me to move on with another adventure in my life. Part of it is we are starting that whole big new system turnover, and I really feel that it would be better that if somebody was that's going to be here to take care of that should be the one that's making all the decisions and being in on all that, right from the get-go. So anyway, I really have to say to you folks, and I mean it with great amount of sincerity, that you have been a pleasure to work with as a board, and I have letters for each one of you, but I counted them up the other day, and 22 commissioners since I've been here. Made it through the AFSCME strike, the earthquake, you name it. So started my 30th year, so it's time. But I really appreciate all three of you. You've just been very kind to me, and to my department, I appreciate it. So.
Ginger, you've been such a thoughtful person. Pat, your predecessor, Pat Swartos, was clerk for what, 36 years?
Yeah, something like that. For a long time. She was in the office 40 years.
40 years in the office. You were in the office for
30 of it.
30 of that at that time. But I use that word thoughtful. You were such a thoughtful public official and brought a lot of changes here under your direction. I think we implemented the courthouse security, and you worked through that. You worked through a lot of the other issues with the other electeds and the commissioners, and hats off to you. You were very dedicated to what you did. And please,
it's been my pleasure.
Enjoy your retirement.
I plan on it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
heading
great.
for Panama Canal in December. I'm
Good
going
for
a little
you.
early, but I am gonna. That's my
Good
first
for
big
you.
trip. So.
Madam Clerk,
Yes,
I want to
I'm
say
sorry.
it has been a real honor and a pleasure serving with you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You and this is no bull. This straight out, I truly believe everything I'm about to say. You are a perfect example of what an elected official is supposed to be. You are selfless, you are extremely competent, and you have put every need before your own since I've been here. It has been extremely obvious. I've enjoyed working with you even in budget time when it should not be, but instead we've counted on you to carry extra weight because you were so good and so competent. You will be missed by the whole county, I guarantee it, because I aspire to be as good at dealing with the public and helping the public as you have.
Oh, thank you.
Been competent at it.
You're going to make me cry. I'm trying not to.
Madam Clerk and Ginger, more importantly, I echo what both of these gentlemen have said, but more importantly, I'm glad to call you friend.
Oh, thank you very much.
And that has
I
been
feel
the
same.
added bonus
Yeah.
for all of this. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it'll be hard to replace. I knew Pat was going to be hard to replace, but knowing you were right there was great. But you're going to be hard to replace.
Thank you very much.
Best
Thank
wishes.
you, whoever I'm taking up their time. I'm sorry.
Thank
And
you.
the public thanks you too.
Well, thank you very much.